A former royal butler has urged Prince Harry and Penguin Random House to reconsider the timing of the Duke's upcoming memoir, which is due to hit bookshelves next autumn. With the Queen's Platinum Jubilee taking place throughout next year, Grant Herald told that the book is not the best of timing. Prince Harry announced the global publishing deal in July, and is currently in the process of writing an intimate account of his life. Grant Herald told, "It's not the best of timing. I'm sure we all know that this celebration was coming up. We didn't know maybe when it was all planned. It is possible that he didn't know there was going to be bank holidays and things, but I'm going by historically, you'd have looked at the dates and worked it out. So it does seem really strange timing, and I would have thought that maybe they would have delayed it personally. I'd have thought people would have thought, oh, you know what, we'll leave it until the following year after the celebrations are over, but for whatever reason, they want to put it out." He also added that he hoped the memoir would be nice and would not embroil both the Queen and the monarchy in another PR crisis. He said, "So I'm hoping that it's going to be a nice memoir, but if it's not, one of the biggest problems is that it could overshadow it, because, even if you don't read it and a lot of people say they won't read it, there will be a lot of people who will read it. It'll be covered in the press, bits pulled out of course that are the strongest parts of it, it'll be discussed, and it could potentially be all about the same time. So I think the thing is, it could overshadow it and only time will tell, so we'll see what happens, and I think like everyone else, I'm hoping they do consider the timing of this." Prince Harry's memoir is expected to be released next autumn, with editions available in print, digital and audio formats. In a statement, he said, "I'm writing this not as the prince I was born but as the man I have become. I've worn many hats over the years, both literally and figuratively, and my hope is that in telling my story, the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned, I can help show that no matter where we come from, we have more in common than we think." The Duke has promised to write an accurate and wholly truthful account of his life, which will cover his childhood, his career in both the army and the royal family, and his new role as a father. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle decided to leave the royal family in 2020 and have relocated to California. In March of this year, they participated in a bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey, where they discussed the breakdown in their relationship with the royal family. Allegations included the family ignoring Meghan's deteriorating mental health, refusing to offer their son a title or security, and a senior member of the family making a racist remark about their unborn son's skin tone. Whilst the couple spoke warmly of the Queen, with Prince Harry referring to her as his Colonel-in-Chief, the interview caused a PR crisis for Buckingham Palace. Since leaving the royal family, Prince Harry has returned twice to see his royal relatives, whilst Meghan has remained in the US since the beginning of the pandemic. It is unclear if they will return for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, which is due to take place over a 4-day bank holiday on June 2nd to 5th. The Queen has suffered a lot this year. As well as losing Philip this year, the monarch has been hit by attacks on the royal family by Harry and Meghan and controversies around Prince Andrew. A source said, "The Queen has suffered a lot this year, including the death of her beloved husband. She is becoming a little less resilient and needs a little more help, although she is doing well for somebody of her age." Her courtiers have noticed the Queen becoming more weary and perhaps more fragile than she was, and who could be surprised?